Today's your lucky day. I'm going to solve all of your business problems today. That's not true. I am, however, going to help you decide what type of business to start. I get so many questions from people that just don't even know where to begin. And I think the best thing to do when you don't know where to start is to first decide what kind of business you want. And in the next few weeks, I'm going to be sharing a lot of information on just how to know what type of business to start and how to know what's right for you. And I'm going to be sharing a ton of product ideas and different ways that you can start your own business. So this is kind of the first step, I feel like, in deciding what kind of business is for you. I'm going to put some questions up on the screen and I'll read through them also in case you're just listening, but this will just be a short little quiz to figure out where your mindset is when it comes to what kind of business you want to start, and just to start creating a little bit of clarity on what it is that you want and what path you want to go down. Let's start with the first question. What excites you most about starting a business? A, designing and creating beautiful products. B, solving a problem people struggle with, or C, building a lifestyle brand around my interests? I think this is a really important question because it kind of gets to the core of your why. Why do you want to start this business? What is the reason for wanting to start this business? And this isn't about money or anything like this. This is more what your soul is wanting, what you want deep down inside, why you want to start this business. Let's move on to question 2. How much can you invest upfront? A, less than $500, B, $500 to $5,000, or C, $5,000 plus. Now, I think this leads you into where your budget is, what you can spend, and kind of how you're planning to start this out. If you're planning to start it out as kind of a little bit of a side business, and as it grows, maybe you put the money back into the business to grow it, or you take the profit and use it to pay your monthly bills and just kind of keep the business where it's at. This is a good place to start, just to know how much you can put into the business, and if you're willing to put more in, you can grow it more rapidly. If you're not willing to put as much in, it might be a little bit slower growth. The next question is, how do you picture selling your products? A, handmade and online. B, through wholesale to boutiques, gift shops, or retail partners. Or C, direct to consumer with branding and marketing. Let's go through these a little bit more. If you're going to be selling to the A group, handmade, great place for that is Etsy and also starting your own Shopify store. If you are going to be selling wholesale, a great place to start for this is with Faire. And I've always had a goal to get my products into a retail store, a big retail store. We're talking Target, Anthropologie, something like that, a place where my products would fit. I definitely love the wholesale side of business. And then C would be direct to consumer. So with C, you would be running more Facebook ads, marketing, more stuff like that. All right, let's move on to the fourth question. What's your dream customer? A, someone who appreciates handmade, unique, or custom items. B, boutique owners or retailers looking for consistent inventory. Or C, trendy, lifestyle-focused customers who want to buy into a vibe. I think in any of these cases, I think creating a brand is important, but I think if you're on Etsy or a place like that selling handmade items, your brand can be a little bit different. If you are going into wholesale, I think you can have a brand that has a variety of different items. It doesn't necessarily have to all be cohesive because most retailers are looking for different unique items. And if you're building a brand to sell direct to retail, I think that is more where you need a little bit more of a cohesive brand, where you're going to put a little bit more planning into your branding, into your marketing, and creating that community within your brand. The last question, which sounds most fun to you? A, making and packaging products myself. B, pitching to stores and growing wholesale accounts. C, building a brand presence online and seeing it go viral. This one's important because I think this goes into also what are you capable of handling? And maybe this is where you say, I want to start out packaging things, making things myself. And then eventually I do want to grow into, answer C, going into retail. So this is something that can be a progression too, but pick where you're ready to start right now. When you're picking C, it is pretty marketing heavy. It is going into creating videos and creating content to post on social media, stuff like that. And if that's not your thing, then maybe you want to look more at staying on a platform like Etsy and just having your own small store, or going into retail stores and dealing with wholesalers. There is absolutely nothing wrong with just doing those two types of businesses. All right, let's get into the results for you. If you are mostly A's, you are a handmade, creative small business. You'd thrive starting a product business like candles, jewelry, stationery, or custom items sold on Etsy or at local markets. Small batch, creative, and personal. Perfect if you love making things with your hands. Mostly B's would be wholesale and retail focused brand. You're a natural fit for a business that supplies products to boutiques, gift shops, and other retailers. Think gift wrap, home goods, or specialty items that stores always need. You want consistency and B2B relationships. Mostly C's. Direct-to-consumer lifestyle brand. You're made for launching a polished, scalable product line. Think fitness gear, apparel, beauty, planners, etc. With strong branding and social media presence. You're less about making products yourself and more about building a brand. Let's go through each of these just a little bit more in depth. So if you are a mostly A, I'm thinking someone who wants kind of a side hustle, wants to sell on Etsy, doesn't want to do a ton of social media ads, stuff like that. And this is a great place to start too. This is not where you have to stay, but this is a great place to start. Etsy is built for retailers who want to get into selling their own items, but don't want to maybe get into heavy marketing or trying to find their own customers. So this is a great place to start if you have handmade items or really unique items. And maybe you don't have a ton of space, so you want just a very small business. The mostly B group is someone who maybe wants to even focus less on marketing than even, I would say, group A or group C. And you can do direct to wholesalers and get your items out that way. And there's a few ways to do this. You can actually hire a brand rep, get your brand into someone who can go around and rep the brand for you. Or you can do cold emails and reach out to wholesalers. You can sell on a website like Faire. This is a really great way to start a business if you don't want to actually deal with customers. And granted, you'll have customers on the wholesale platform, but dealing with wholesale customers is a whole different ballgame than dealing with retail customers. And then someone who picked mostly C's, you would be a person who wants to really create a brand. And this would be someone who probably enjoys marketing, enjoys making content, enjoys making products. You want to scale to a very large brand. So these are just some things to keep in mind. I would say I am definitely in the B and C category. I have done both of these categories and I enjoy both of these. I really enjoy wholesale. I really enjoy my wholesale customers, and it's just been a great experience. And I do still love the retail side. And my retail business is the biggest part of my business right now, but I am not a person who really loves creating videos that could go viral or things like that, posting on social media. That's not really for me. So I'm okay with actually focusing a little bit more on the wholesale side and trying to grow that. And I would love if that wholesale side became actually bigger than my retail side. That would be totally fine with me. So I think going through this quiz just helps you kind of decide where to start. And then once you've decided where to start, you can start researching a little bit further into those different platforms. If you picked mostly A's, you can go do a little bit more research on Etsy. There's great videos on YouTube talking about Etsy. If you pick the mostly B group, I've got you covered here with wholesale stuff. And if you pick the C group, there's tons of resources also with the C group, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more on this channel also with retail, but right now I'm very focused on growing wholesale. So many resources, there's so many ways to grow your business. We are just living in a time that we are so lucky to be living in. So I hope this quiz helped you a little bit. I am going to include down in the description a list of 50 product ideas. This is probably my favorite thing to do, is to come up with different products, different ways to market products, and I think there's so many great products out there for people to sell. So these will be ideas just to kind of get you started, get the creative flow going, and I hope this video was helpful to you today, and I'll see you next time.